Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rachak with us. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect. Alright, this is the GMS Plaintables camp, and we're just going to go through the spirit. So, the brother got 1 Peter 5 and 8.
Yup, this 1 Peter 5 and 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Yeah, be sober and be vigilant, man. And that's what we're doing, man. You got these people drunken, all right, and this Babylonian wine, man. All right, they ain't worried about, the Lord. All right, they don't know what's coming to them. All right, they don't know about the prophecies. All right, they'll see the men of the Lord. All right, out here think we wasting our time, and just out here for no reason. Meanwhile, we out here for a purpose, man. All right, the Lord, he designed certain men to come out and preach on the highways and hedges, all right, for a specific purpose. All right, read that again.
Yup, this 1 Peter 5 and 8, it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Yeah, and Esau, he getting ready to, put that great wrath, man. All right, especially on you, so-called Hispanics, blacks, and Native Americans, man. All right, he's coming with that great wrath. You're the #1 target. All right, and you got people out here that's still worried about Christmas. All right, with the so-called holiday spirit. Even though that shit every year is just going down, man. All right, every year, you hear less and less people talk about some Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. All right, because people is they ain't in that spirit, man. All right, these people are in a great sorrow, man. All right, Isaiah 13:1.
Yep, there's Isaiah 13:1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see, lift ye up.
Yeah, the burden of Babylon, man. All right, and what's coming to this place is a great destruction, man. All right, great judgment. All right, for all these unbelievers, these heathens. All right, they're gonna take place in that judgment. All right, correct.
Yep, it says verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
Yeah, lift ye up the banner upon the high mountain, man. That's talking about this truth, man. All right, that's what we're doing, man. All right, this sign, the 12 tribe sign, man. That's part of the banner. We trying to tell you that your true heritage. All right, telling you that those JOOs, that they ain't the true people, man. All right, the Lord has put the spirit on certain men, to find out who they truly are and teach other men. And now we are preach, and now we preach all over the globe, man. All right, read that again, or verse 2.
Yep, Isaiah 13:2. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Yeah, that's what we do. We're exalting our voice, man. All right, we're not out here, hiding this knowledge, man. All right, we put it on everywhere, man. Every streaming platform, all right, every highway, every hedge that we can go on, man. All right, where we can be seen, man. All right, uplifting our voices, man. All right, when brothers read the scriptures, they don't read it, as a whisper. We talking like, brother, speak up, man, because they gotta hear this word, man. All right, and we out here, preaching on the highways and hedges. You got people scoffing, people who despise us. All right, people who hate us. All right, because we preach the truth, man. All right, get Galatians 4 and 4:16.
Yeah, we have to. We're not told. We're told to come out and preach, but it's innate, because a man can only tell you people so much stuff, so it has to come from within. So you have to, and as you age in the truth, the work becomes more relevant. When you're young, you might be following another person, but as you mature, you'll understand it's the word of the Lord. Because you got to go beyond what a man tells you. You got to have a personal relationship with the Holy Spirit to continue to keep going. Some people can only go a certain distance, and then they're going to fail, get tired, disappear. But it got to be within you. You got to have a connection beyond logic to be able to continue in the faith.
God. So read that, brother.
Yep, Galatians 4 and 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Yeah, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? All right, and people, when we tell them about their transgressions, you know, they get offended. All right, you know, want to do harm to us. All right, you know, report to our jobs and such, trying to get us fired. All right, but those are the people that you know, the Lord is going to judge, man. They don't understand that, you know, when we get out here and we rebuke and we tell our people that, you know, you going the wrong way. You know that's really love, man. All right, but even then, all right, because people think we hate our people, which that ain't true. All right, but even then, you know, you got 2/3 of the people, you know, that the Lord don't care about, man. And ultimately, you know, we don't really care for those people, man, because who do we look for? All right, we're not looking for the whole nation of Israel to come in, all right, or then we do a bunch of worldly type of doctrines, you know, trying to appease to certain men and women so they don't get offended. All right, but we're not in that type of spirit, man. We're in that type of spirit where a remnant is going to get this truth, man. All right, which is the Lord's elect. All right, you know, that election of grace, all right, that the Lord is dealing with. All right, so you got anything?
Yeah, I want to go back to Isaiah chapter 13 and 2. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Yeah, and this truth has reached definitely, you know, the gates of the nobles, you know, the rich men, right, you know, the elites. Hey, we already know that they're all seeing, you know, basically what Great Millstone, you know, that's why they're starting to make, well, you know, basically got the feds, you know, making documents about this, trying to say, oh, you know, basically the black Hebrew Israelites, blah, 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 trying to put, you know, bowers upon this. Hey, so without a doubt, this truth has gone up to the gates of the nobles.
Yeah, and everybody knows, man. You know, it may seem like small because you know certain brothers in certain cities, you know, like you may have a population of 1 million people, but yeah, you may only have about 20, 50 brothers in the camp. All right, but this word is reaching. This word is reaching the four corners of the earth, man. All right, we got brothers all over the United States. You got brothers in different countries. You got brothers in South America, brothers, you know, who don't necessarily look like a Israelite speaking. All right, because those brothers are really Israelites through the Spirit, man. All right, you know, the Lord said this word is going to be preached through all four corners of the earth. So it's only right that Israelites is going to look like these certain heathen nations, man. All right, but how you find out the difference isn't by the physical appearance of how they look. All right, it's going to be through the Spirit, man. All right, you know, because the Spirit, man, is undeniable, man. All right, you may be fooled by the appearance of someone, man. All right, we out here you know, they say we out here in rags. All right, we don't try to look too crazy, have the most you know, crazy garment, you know, looking the most eye appealing, you know, such as these other groups, because this ain't what it's about, man. It's about the truth. It's about Yahweh Shemyahu Shah, man. All right, and these people don't care about the Lord, man. All right, but the reason that we out here on the highways and hedges is why, because we fear Yahweh Shemyahu Shah, man. All right, so you got something?
Yep. Because Matthew 24:14, it says, in this gospel, the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
Yep. All the world for a witness. All right, all nations. All right, and that's mainly for, you know, the Israelites of those other nations. All right, which the heathens know too. All right, but it's not primarily for the heathens. It's primarily for the Israelites. All right, because you know you got heathens who's going to listen and you know they won't believe, and because you know we at this lower state. But you're gonna have brothers, you know, members of the elect in these different nations that's gonna come and hear it, all right, and start preaching and believing, man, and doing the work, all right. Yeah. Until Yahweh Shah, he make his return.
Yeah, it's like, and you know, basically I was about to say, well, you know, basically the scriptures, there's prophecies about, you know, what's gonna happen to the heathen. So, you know, whenever we bring out those prophecies, such as the judgments that the Lord's going to bring upon Moab and Esau, you know, we all bring that out, you know, and of course the other nations hear that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, these other nations understand, you know, basically what's about to happen soon to them. And, you know, that's why Esau, you know, trying so hard to prepare for a space force. You know, these other nations, you know, trying to, you know, really gear up for, you know, basically the coming of Yahushua, because they understand that Yahushua is coming back to take them down and to redeem his people, the Israelites.
Good.
So it says Matthew 24:14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come.
Yeah, and then shall the end come. So we have to do this, man. All right, we have to do this, and this ain't even by our own will, man. This is by the will of Yahweh Shema-Awashai, man. All right, we're not going out here on our own accord, man. The Lord has put the spirit on certain men, you know, to do this, man. All right, this has to happen before Yahushua comes back. All right, and this was prophesied, you know, even from the prophets of old, man. You know, the prophets have visions and such, man. All right, seeing certain things, and some of those prophets may not have understood what they was looking at during that certain particular time. All right, but here we are, you know, back, you know, in modern times, and now we know, you know, through the teachings of our apostles and elders, man, because the Lord, he put the spirit on those men. All right, so you go on that.
Yeah, Matthew 24, skipping down to 30. It says, and then shall appear the Son of heaven, or of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Yeah, you know, I want to add on. It says how literally all the tribes of the earth shall mourn. So, you know, it's not like when Yahushua comes back, you know, everything's going to be happy and jolly. You know, basically everyone's going to be screaming, you know, basically for joy. Nah, man, you know, everyone's going to be screaming at peril. Yahushua, he's coming back with great power, literally to destroy and to conquer. And his angels are coming back, you know, to judge. You know, when people think about the angels, they think about, you know, basically the painting of, you know, Michelangelo, with, you know, basically some soft, feminine baby, you know, looking like angel. Which really meant that the angels are powerful looking beings, man. If an angel came to you right now, you know, you'll be scared, man. You'll literally fall to the ground. Just like how, Apostle John fell to the ground when the angel came out to him. Because, you know, that they're powerful and they're mighty.
Yeah.
And we already know the appearance of the angels. That's the appearance, of course, of Yahushua and the Heavenly Father. Which is what, you know, so-called black man, very dark skin as if it burned in, or skin as if brass burned in a furnace. So obviously very dark skin. And, you know, they're powerful, mighty.
Yeah, and the average person, you know, they have a problem with, you know, how the angels are truly look. All right, you know, when it comes to, you know, looking like the so-called white man, you know, they have no problem. You know, they look and they be like, oh, that's an angel. All right, but then, you know, when we describe and say how they truly look, they say, wait, that ain't right. Or they like to say, oh, he don't got no color. Or they like to say, oh, Yahushua look Middle Eastern or something like that. All right, anything to the flex, you know, the truth. All right, you know, they're gonna use it. All right, but either way, you know, the truth is gonna be revealed soon, man. All right, get Ezekiel 33 and 30. All right, the truth is gonna be revealed soon, man. All right, and all these different scoffers, all right, all these different men, you know, chasing after their own lust. All right, people who want to uplift themselves and make it in this society. All right, that's focused on a world, this kingdom. All right, they gonna get caught up, and they gonna know that, you know, us being on the highways and hedges. All right, you know, we was right the whole time, man. All right, and what they was doing was wrong going on. All right, but magnify, yeah. It says
Ezekiel 33 and 30. It says also thou son of man, the children of thy people are taken against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak to one another, everyone to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh from the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, and most of these people, man, they don't want to, man. All right, they got better things to do. All right, you know, they want to drive fast. All right, you know, they got work. They got, you know, you know, wrap Christmas gifts, all right, and shit like that. All right, you want to make all these different New Year resolution. All right, you know, trying to make themselves better for the year 2024, man. All right, but here we are. We're telling you that you know the year 2024, man. That might be the last year, man. All right, you know it ain't no tomorrow to repent. It ain't no tarrying to repent. All right, you gotta do this right now. As soon as you hear this word, all right, you gotta build yourself up. All right,
yeah, because I mean, some people take a long time to learn, so it's kind of messed up. If you're trying to cram everything in 2 weeks, that thing that took us 10 years to learn. You know? That was 20 years ago. It's like get ready right now, so you're not getting ready later.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, we didn't just, you know, wake up one day and just go out in the highways and hedges, man. We had to build ourselves up. You know, start studying. All right, you know, looking at the prophecies, watch brothers' videos. All right, look at brothers' lessons. All right. You know, come out to the camps, all right, and learn, all right, you know?
Yeah. You know, brothers out there pray, you know, we got to fast. And keep in mind, you know, brothers have been doing that for years, man. And, you know, basically just coming in out of nowhere. You know, basically when all hell's about to break loose, now you want to repent and try to get right, you know, try to, you know, put ashes on your head and all that. No, man, hey, right now is the time to get right.
Yeah, man, because you got dudes like, I remember like, you know, during COVID, you know, it was a lot of different jakes, you know, they wanted to come into the truth because now they thought like, oh, this is the end, you know, I got to get myself right. And then what happened? All right, as soon as, you know, a little bit of the lockdown, the restrictions got lifted, you know, they went back to doing the same folly they was doing in the world, man.
Yeah, they would have been exposed. If the world didn't come, they would have been exposed.
Yeah.
Except for they would have been reports out.
Yeah.
Like the year 2000 prophecy, you know, elders taught that. They got that from their elders. And the scriptures tell you that there should come a day when you're going to seek the Lord and you're not going to find it.
Yeah.
So it's not the fulfillment of that prophecy. That's what we need. That was the beginning of the era, the beginning of another era. The year 2000.
Yeah.
That's all 2012 too. That was a different era passing. Moving to a different era. And things are going to increase, evil's going to increase in the earth, blessings are going to come from faith.
Yeah, and ultimately, you know, the Lord, you know, he called some of them people, but they weren't chosen, man.
Yeah, and they fell out. That's my point. It was year 2000, they fell out because they really wasn't.
Yeah, because you know you got certain Israelites in this thing, man. You know they got a time limit, you know, on their faith, man. All right, you know, in the back of them dudes' minds, you know, they was thinking like, man, if the world don't end, man, you know, I'm gonna just go back into the world and do whatever I'm doing. All right.
Want to yell too loud? Get offended?
Yeah.
You know, if you can't speak, you don't like to speak yet, they get offended. One guy in the camp, they said he ain't come to the camp to hold his arm because he got some shit like that. Needless to say, yeah, he's not a part of the camp. Because he got this strong shit in the front. And his skills are fit for being like that. Just because you can speak don't mean you should speak, right? Some guys think because they can speak, they got something to say, but they got the right to speak. You got this before you can speak. Humble.
Yeah, you gotta be humble, man. And ultimately, you know, you can't you know, overstep, you know, your spot, your position, man. All right, you know, you gotta remember that, you know, we all a body. All right, the Lord is gonna put the spirit on a certain man. Like, okay, you know, today you're gonna teach. Today you're gonna hold the sign. All right, today you're gonna man the camera. All right, it's not just that, you know, it's all from the spirit of the Lord, man. All right, it's not anything, you know, it's not anything for you to be offended about, man. But you got a lot of jakes in this thing who's like overly sensitive, you know, get offended over every little thing, man. And you know, the Lord ain't gonna deal with them type of dudes, man. You're gonna get weeded out, man, and kicked out. Alright?
Yeah. It says Mark 4:3, hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow, and it came to pass as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came up and devoured it up. And some fell on stony ground where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up because it had no depth of earth.
Yeah, rooted and grounded. That's the precept like Colossians or Philippians.
Yep.
Rooted and grounded. You got rooted and grounded. Again, you can't have a man got to constantly tell you you got to go out. You got to be enthusiastic. You actually got to believe. That got to come from within. That's a God within. That got to come out. And you got to emanate. You have to be willing on your own power, not your own power, but willingly.
Yeah.
Right? That you believe that what you're doing is the right thing, even if you're tired. You know, you got to have the Lord got to give you a mind in which you have something to add to the ministry.
Yeah, you gotta come out and do lessons. You gotta come out and to the highways and hedges. You know, even when you don't feel like it, man. You got some brothers. You know, you may not be feeling that good that day. You know, you may have had a bad week, or you know, whatever the case may be. But that's no excuse for you to be disappearing. You know, for 2-3 weeks. You know, without telling anyone that you just come back and be like, you know, hey, I'm back.
Yeah, you know, you go, hey, Shalom, like, you know, basically like nothing just happened.
Yeah, God like that.
Yeah, man. And hey, you know, we ain't dealing with that type of spirit, man. You just come out, you just leave, and you come back out of nowhere, man, and you know, without any notice, man. You know, we might tell you like, you know, you gotta get out of here, man. All right, because you probably go through the same thing again.
It might be a cop.
Yeah.
Might be Homeland Security, state police, detectives, state police, investigations or something, whatever the department is. Undercover, state police.
Yeah. And that's, and you know, we don't let anybody in just a part of the body. We hold every brother to the same standard. All right, through the spirit. All right, it's not you just come back and like, hey, what's up, man, and all this and that, man. No, you know, you got to be consistent.
Yeah, even brothers that watch, listen. You disappear for a week, disappear for 2 weeks, don't communicate. You know, well, okay. Hey, you're only hindering yourself.
Yeah.
To be less suspicious, just come to camp every week.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, you know, you got some guys in that spirit. You know, basically the brothers are, you know, forgiving. You know, the brothers are real nice and nah, man. You know, literally every single thing you're doing, hey, you know, we basically got your eye on you, and the Lord definitely got your eye on you. You know, His eye on you, man.
And that's the difference, you know. You know, we'll have that type of spirit towards sincere, you know, diligent brothers. All right, not dudes in that type of lukewarm type of spirit. All right, we ain't dealing with them type of dudes, man.
Yep. So it says Mark 4:6. But when the sun was up, it had scorched, or it says it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away.
Yeah, and that's what happens, man. All right, it's a lot of these dudes who's just gonna wither away. All right, you know, coming sometimes and here and there. All right, Shalom, sometimes you might see them. All right, the Lord ain't dealing with them type of dudes, man, and they're gonna get withered away. All right, a lot of them dudes that you know, had that type of spirit, you never hear from them again, man. All right, you know, they might come back around, you know, after it's too late. Alright, but hey, the Lord's gonna have it to where, you know, the doors of repentance gonna be closed. Alright? And them dudes who is playing around, know about the truth, not taking it serious, alright, you know, you're gonna get caught up at the same as those who was never in the truth in the first place. Alright? Because the Lord ain't dealing with those who's here for a season and then leave the next season, man. Hey, we in this thing, in season, out of season, all right? You know, we don't hibernate during the winter, all right, and come back out when it's hot, all right? It don't matter, man. We still out here, man. All right, today's a cold day, all right? We still out here. You know, if it's raining, you know, we gonna bring out the umbrellas, all right?
Yep, Ephesians 6:6.
5.
5. It says, servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, in singleness of your heart, as unto a Mashiach.
Yeah.
Look up single. High service in the next chapter, next verse.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like it's order. It's order, man. All right. It's certain men at the camp whose heads, all right, and his brothers, you know, under that man. All right. And what you have to do is, you know, we all, you know, you got to believe that we all men of the Lord, man. We all men of the Lord. So you got to have your trust in that man, that he's having the, you know, your best interest, you know, especially in this truth, man. All right.
Yep, so the Greek word for singleness is haplotes, which means simplicity, sincerity, mental honesty, the virtue of one who is free from pretense and hypocrisy, not self-seeking. It says openness of heart manifesting itself by generosity. Done. So read it again, Ephesians 6 and 5. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling and singleness of your heart, as unto a Mashiach. So yeah, so you know, yeah, sincere, you know, honest. You know, basically when you're serving your brother, you're not coming in that, you know, insincere spirit. You know what I mean? You know, you basically really gotta be sincere, as if, you know, you're serving, you know, Yahushua. Not saying, you know, you treat your brother like he's, you know, at the Most High, but you got to treat the brother as if, basically, when you're serving him, of course, you know, you're obedient, then, you know, you're serving Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai in that manner.
Would you wash your brother's feet? Would you wash your brother's feet? Exalt him. Bucket. Say, scrub his feet. You can see the benefit. Yes, yeah, I've done it. Yeah, your brothers and your brothers have done it. Some brothers don't even, not brothers, but some people couldn't even conceive doing it. Getting down on your hands and knees and scrubbing nothing else's feet. Right? If you can't do that, you're more likely to take the heaven. Right? You gotta be humble. You know, if you initiate it, that's easy. That's nothing. Right? But if you're a novice and you're not moving around it, you think that's hard. That's something that's so difficult. You know? That's easy. So, cause I believe I'm ready to run.
Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, you know, Israelites, you know, you got certain Jake, you know, they're just disobedient, man. All right, you know, they don't like any type of structure, any type of order. All right, they like to do as they please. All right, that's why you got certain guys who, you know, they say they follow GMS. You know, you may have a certain person who may be around in the city, all right, that you're in, but he don't want to be under no order. He don't want to be examined by other brothers. So he want to just go out and do his own thing.
And he want the flaws to come out. Because when you preach, the flaws come out. Weaknesses and strengths. You know, how good your memory is. How well you can speak, how well you can handle disgruntled, angry person. Now they want to do that on the section, on the tongues. But it shows that you're weak. We all have weaknesses. When we come together, we see our weaknesses. So we're not embarrassing. Scriptures tell you we're made strong, strength in our infirmities. And we're made strong. So we're weak. We have other brothers that fill in that gap. Right? And then we have other strengths that lift us up. So we're not here by ourselves. We're as a team.
Yeah. Even you know, you got certain affiliate camps, you know, but even then, you know, they still report back to you know, GMS. It's not like they just, you know, completely, you know, doing their own thing. All right. So yeah.
So it said Ephesians 6 and 5. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, the singleness of your heart, as unto a Mashiach.
As unto a Mashiach. So follow orders. Tell you to grab a sign, tell you to read, etc. Right?
Yeah, you know, just as if Yahushua was here, you know, basically Yahushua told you to do something. You know, you gotta do the same thing for the brother, you know, for your elder, you know, for the brother that's above you, that's the head. It says, verse 6, not with eye service as man pleasers, but as the servants of a Mashiach, doing the will of the Most High from the heart.
Eye service.
Yeah, get that.
So it says eye service, which means in the Greek, service performed only under the master's eyes. For the master's eye usually stimulates to greater diligence.
The head is there to work. Like, how would it disappear? These brothers still supposed to come out. Same time, in the same manner. Alright, his brother was disappearing. The other brothers still supposed to come out at the same time, in the same manner, in the same spirit.
Yeah, it's like you know, if you was ever in class, you was taking a test and the teacher leave the room real quick, you know, you got everyone cheating off each other, doing all this and that. You know, when the teacher comes, you know, they all, you know, back in order, back in line, all right? You know, but you know, you gotta be have integrity, all right, in this thing, man. All right? You gotta do the same type of work, even if the heads weren't around. All right? If you know, we're gonna do the same type of work, you know, even if the apostles was around, you know.
Yeah, they didn't know. So here for another 10, 15 years, they might start passing away. Hopefully not. They're in their 60s. You know, they're probably going to live to about 70, 80, 70 something, 80 something. My great grandfather passed at 76, 75. So if they pass away, we're supposed to continue, no matter what. It's a succession. Same faith. Same faith that Noah had. Same faith that God had.
So it says,
This place ain't got too good.
Yeah, Lord's will.
Policing speech now. Policing speech.
Yeah, policing the speech.
We can't send text messages now.
Yeah, everything is just filtered, man.
YouTube, you gotta they merge with the state. That's fascism, right? When the corporations merge with the state, they're basically under the World Health Organization and shit. That's not the American body. The American body is like an FDA, right?
Yep.
Center for Disease Control and all that. That's American, not the World Health Organization. So, I mean, I heard a clip of Malcolm put on, you see the post about the C-19, something about Dave's laboratory.
Yeah, man.
Another one was causing some it knows nothing. But I don't think that disagrees with the World Health Organization. That's confusing itself. How is American organization and then world organization going to be disagreeing with each other? They're supposed to be under the same banner.
Yeah.
Right? So just on that, we know that this thing our city when we divide the business. Our shot says we divide the business, we can't stop. So we're supposed to be together, but we're really apart. It's like a big ass fucking game.
yeah. You know, also you got AI coming in, but you know, basically, other parts of the heart is supposed to have video of Putin, you know, of that, you know, that AI deepfake. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah. But basically, it was like Putin, you know, basically it was like a deepfake of Putin, some guy, some student from, I think, Pittsburgh or something, you know, basically made a video of him. He looked just like Putin, he sounded just like Putin. So, hey, you know, we already know that's coming, man, and they're going to try to use that
Yeah,
to...
before that, they had the mask. They had people committing black mask on, commit crimes. So now it's getting more advanced. Now that they don't have whole videos of us claiming responsibility for something. The whole thing, when I said my voice and everything, the more we talk, the more we learn.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, because it was like this, you brothers probably seen it too. It was like a certain ad they was doing, talking about some government loan that would give you like $6,000. And it was using certain people's voice, like Andrew Tate. Like, when I first heard it, I was like, what the hell, Andrew Tate saying some shit like this? But then I was like looking more into it. It was like, yeah, like, you know, they making AI voices of these people.
Too.
And faces too. Yeah, the faces too.
Facebook, like they'll steal people pictures.
Yeah.
They befriend you as a family member.
Yeah,
They talk to you.
Yeah,
Tell you about programs and shit. Like, I don't want to even talk about that. I'm a home contact on Facebook and got my phone. He was talking about cutting his son. They told me about a program available in my area that I can get discounts on. The governor in this area giving out discounts to people of my tax status. So that was probably AI talking to me on Facebook.
Yeah. So that's what they got doing, and that's what Esau, you know, he's gonna use that AI, you know, for more for his deception, man.
Not true AI. It's just a bunch of programs.
Yep.
They got more data.
God.
AI actually think for it. Esau can't.
God.
Think for itself. It's not real AI. It's just that's what the clock doesn't have a lot of data.
Yeah, it's just highly, you know, automated.
Highly automated, yeah.
That's about the machine that allegedly attacked the guy in Tesla.
Yeah, car.
I didn't hear that.
They didn't tell you what kind of machine it was. If you watch videos of cars made, the coast, it sounds like it was Trump and stuff up, phone and all that. They didn't tell you what part of the assembly line the machines control. But apparently the machine attacked the demon, which I guess if you look at the cameras, the material, the shape, fucking colors, and have a weld or whatever, a band or whatever the machine's supposed to do. So I guess he probably mistook his image from the room, the shape and color of the room, or he put him in the room. No, it wasn't very specific. At least in stories, they purposely don't give you all the details.
Yep.
You know, to generate hype. Ain't what they're stealing.
Yeah.
Either getting the product or fighting against it. It's all both sides, you know? That's how Esau works.
Yeah. And that's the thing about Esau's software, man. Esau's robot and technology, man, it's loaded with bugs.
Oh,
you know,
dark-skinned people, the cameras in London, they was discriminating against they were falsely recognizing, I think, darker-skinned people on their software, the facial recognition software. Now, look that up. The facial recognition, racial bias, facial recognition, racial bias. Get a Revelation 3:20. Read that. Revelation 3:20. Now, what we think we're saying is fantastic, but you can verify everything we're saying. Because people are fucking lazy. Alright? You gotta develop that relationship with the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, in the name of Yahweh and the Son Yahweh in order to absorb the spirit of what we're saying, to actually feel unity. Right? Because if you don't have the Holy Spirit, you'll never feel the unity.
Revelation 3:20, it say, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me.
Sup with him. So it's the word that gives you the advantage. To understand. You know,
Yeah, this Revelation 3:20, it say, behold, I stand at the door. Verse 19, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous therefore and repent. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me.
listen, in order to save us from all these this hell coming, we have to be in the spirit. We got to be united to the side of salvation. We got to be on the Lord's good side so He can protect us.
Yeah. It says discrimination and facial recognition technology. The use of facial recognition technology in policing can perpetuate and exacerbate existing racial biases and discrimination. Black protesters are often subjected to greater scrutiny and suspicion, leading to heightened levels of harassment and arrest.
Yeah, you can look up videos on it. They have to go through videos and they'll say that they'll pick black person more when, according to the test, they were different. Racially biased. The RT might get something on there too. The BBC News might get something on there. So, you don't know, is that, well, you said it was loaded with bugs. You don't know if they're intentional bugs or Esau's just a fucking idiot. Probably both.
Yeah, I mean, what? Technology has been out for 40 years. You know, and what? You still got major bugs that are still being worked out, within software and technology. Of course, because they're constantly adding stuff, but like, still, it shows you that Esau can really never get technology perfect, man. It's only so far you can go with artificial things, and basically the only perfect way you can get is a natural way. But yeah, I got another article. It says, police facial recognition technology can't tell black people apart. AI-powered facial recognition will lead to increased racial profiling.
Yeah, you spend 12 hours in the fucking woods. You say, oh, it's not true. You get the fucking stupid. Sitting in a damn cold ass room, crazy ass fucking people. Handcuffed to you together, handcuffed to your waist because of facial recognition technology. That's a chicken cold. Yeah. Oh, good. You got summons for court. He wasn't even you. He saw you damn drunk. So this is why we gotta be right with our job. They deliver out of those camps. The concentration camps they put up for a reason. Not to punish people. Punish the world for themselves. Punish a lot of Israelites. Not to be elect. Now it's not right to do about those concentration camps. Don't forget about those coffins that the American government has. They put a lot of people to death. They tried to get the C-19 and then they tried to get the drug. I did a video on it. Then they had a lot of those people that go to those camps. Those black coffins that can fit about 5-6 people in there. That's what those drugs are set up for. That's what the cure is set up for. So you can end up one of those plastic liners. So when they have people marching to the camp, some of you are going to go into those plastic liners, and some of you are going to go into the general population. And if you all be elect, hey, how we are, they ain't going to go to the general population, or we're intercepted by an angel. And we're intercepted, the Lord to turn our spirit out and give us the power. This is the last time the Lord's going to give us electrical power, deliver us out of those death situations. Right? And we have faith that that's going to happen. The scripture saying, having faith is the grain of mustard seed. So I mean, that's just a little bit of faith. Show your faith by works. So hopefully working together, even if you got a little doubt, you're still going to be faith. But mustard seed is very small. You got seed with these people. We all got doubt here and there. The point is, do we have faith? Do we show our faith through our works? That's what's important. Make men the most high power and men the second high. And the record they left is true. Whether they believe or die or not, I don't know. I don't have to.
It said Matthew 5:11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my
Read that again.
gun. It
No.
says, Matthew 5:11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely.
Yeah, because that persecution is coming, man. All right, and it said what? Persecute you falsely, man. Because you know we're not really doing nothing wrong, man. We're just bringing out the scriptures, man. All right, but what it's doing is, you know, we're a hindrance into Esau's plans. All right, so Esau's gonna try to find any way to justify us, you know, being in prison. All right, and trying to have him take that MOTB, man. All right, so Esau, he's gonna do whatever in his power in order to persecute us. All right, stop us from coming out in the highways and hedges, because it's gonna come to a certain point. No, we're not gonna be out here teaching, man. All right, it's gonna be a famine of the word. All right.
Yeah, you know, Esau gonna go. I mean, even now Esau's demonizing us, but it's gonna get a lot worse, man. You know, he's gonna start coming out with AI, you know, trying to, you know, put stuff on the apostles, you know, the other apostles, man. And we already know Esau's gonna be, you know, working his many signs and wonders.
Yeah, but Esau like to do also, he like to pick on somebody to pick on. So they might take God out. That's, he doesn't talk about, that's how many people go work, get help, make an example out of him. Look at AI, that's possibility. So round up, headphones. Try to make up the things too.
Esau, what else Esau likes to do? He likes to, you know, cut certain clips of, you know, brothers' videos, you know, demonizing us, you know, taking it out of context. All right, making us look like we're saying something that we're not really saying. All right, yeah, that's what he does, man. All right, so we got it, man.
It says Matthew 5:11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
Yeah, so blessed are ye when men shall revile you. So even though, you know, men come up to us, they scoff, they hate us, they despise us, you know, the Lord, he's still going to protect us, man. All right, you know, long as, you know, we doing this word, we do what we got to do. All right, you know, the Lord got us. All right, and we have that type of faith that, you know, no matter what type of you know, difficulties, what any circumstance we go through, you know, we're gonna get delivered out of it, man. You know, because brothers have been through things, you know, that, you know, it seemed like, dang, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. You know, you just have that faith, you know, that Yahweh Shemel-Shah gonna deliver you, and it happens. All right. But that's just the Lord. You know, he's gonna put tests in front of you, man, in order to build your faith up. All right, because we're coming into a time where, you know, faith is going to, that faith we have is going to be so important, man. All right, because it's going to be a time that, you know, none of us has gone through. All right, so the Lord, you know, he's going to build you up and prepare your spirit for what's to come. All right. So
It said Matthew 5:12, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is the reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
God. And we got to remember that, you know, this is a light affliction, man. You know, compared to the glory we're going to receive in the kingdom, man. All right. You know, you got Jake, you know, they want to receive that glory on this side. They want to, you know, run it up on this side. All right. Well, so Lord ain't dealing with that. All right. You know, we got to come out and preach. All right. And we got to be afflicted, man. All right. Put our bodies out there as a living sacrifice. All right. Because we know that, you know, we can see, you know, we foresee the evil. We foresee, you know, what's to come, what the Lord is coming to do, all right, for his elect. All right. No matter what type of riches you have on this side, all right, it's corruptible, man. All right, the Lord can take away that from you in an instant, man. All right, but when we in the kingdom, man, it's going to be forever, man. All right. Anything that the richest Edomite has on this side, it ain't gonna be shit compared to what we gonna have in the kingdom, man. All right, we gonna have land. All right, we gonna have planets. All right, we gonna have all the resources. We gonna have slaves. All right, and the first fruits, who's gonna get that is the Lord's elect. All right, the first fruits. All right, and get the most benefits out of it.
scene when Superman, the end of the movie, Man of Steel, when he took off from the ground, not super soldier. You know, he had the little smiling, something like that, and then 2014, Matrix Revolutions, and that's gonna that was a scene of great power, how he took off from the ground, and that we're gonna be gods on this, we're gonna be gods on earth. We're towering over Hamites, tall ass skinny Hamites.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, they're gonna be like grasshoppers in our sight. Like how we used to be grasshoppers in the Canaanite sight. They're gonna be the tallest Canaanite. We're gonna be a million times more, our stats are gonna be a million times more greater than theirs. And we're gonna be growing like that. Like all the X-Men, all of the superheroes, Marvel, all of them. Bishop from X-Men.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. You know, you got movies like Avatar that kind of give you an idea of how, you know, that would look like. What, they're 10 feet tall. And you see how they, you know, how they'd be towering over just regular people.
Yeah. You know, we just you know, giving our own interpretation of that as men. We can't even fathom, man. We can't even fathom the type of glory we're gonna get, the type of powers we're gonna have. Because we so damn low. We can't even see that far. But the Lord is gonna he's gonna lift us up, and we're gonna be kings and rulers. Alright. So say it again on that.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, you can read it again.
Well, let's keep on going. I said Matthew 5:13, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men.
Yeah, so we the salt of the earth, man. Alright, you know, we the face of the earth, man. Alright, the Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel, man. You know, these heathens and shit, man. These heathens and shit, man. They got nothing on the Israelites, man. Alright, you know, especially you know, the elect. Alright, but we the face of the earth. We the apple of the Lord's eye, you know, so to speak, man. Alright, he ain't dealing with no heathens the way he's dealing with the nation of Israel. Alright, you know, these different heathens, you know, they had their time, man. You know, their time to rule come and go. Alright, but we're gonna have a eternal rulership, and it's never gonna end, man. Alright, you know, you got different nations. They rule, they get taken down by the next nation. Alright, but us, you know, when we fully have our rulership, man, fully have that glory. Alright, it's going to be an infinite rulership, man. Alright.
Corinthians 15. Read what you got though. Corinthians 15.
Matthew 5:14, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Yeah, and you know, that's even when we come out here on the Havana of Valleys, you know, we're shining, you know, like lights.
Yeah, we may expect to look at the world, looking at us like the cars. They've never seen it like this before. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you got some people turning back, you know, they going up the road, they're still looking back like.
Yeah, I'll be looking at the cars, they be looking like, slow it down, looking like this.
Yeah,
you know? That just goes to show you, man, you know, we the light. You know, these people are in darkness, man. Alright? You know, the Lord got the spotlight right here, man. He ain't dealing with all this other stuff, man, all these other people. Alright?
Yep.
The spirit very convictions. They pull over and ask us a question.
Yeah.
We can move over 2 minutes and we don't know. Somebody that's each his own.
Yup. So it says Matthew 5:15, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and to give it light unto all that are in the house. Yeah, so when we receive this truth, you know, we're supposed to basically make it fruitful. You know, we're supposed to bring forth fruit. You know, it's not like you're getting this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You basically just sit on it. Now, you know, you got to show forth that work, man. You got to apply it. You got to apply the scriptures. You don't just hear the word and then that's it. Now you got to apply what the scriptures are telling you to do. Verse 16, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Yeah, and the Lord uses us as vessels, you know, of course, to push out this word, to push out this gospel. And, you know, the ones who have the ears to hear, they're going to hear. And well, guess what? The Lord is going to reward us for, you know, making that sacrifice.
Yeah. You know, and ultimately, you know, overcoming, you know, till the end. You know? Because this ain't no, you know, phase or anything like that, you know. We pray every day that we can do this until the end, man. Alright? Until the hour of temptation, until the Lord come back, man. Alright? You know, we're gonna keep shining that light, you know. And these people, they're gonna keep being in that darkness. Alright?
Getting 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 40. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 40, there are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. Yeah, so what the bodies we're going to receive in the kingdom of heaven is going to be, you know, way better than anything we have witnessed, you know, here, but within this flesh. The body, the perfect bodies that the Lord's going to give us, man, is going to be greater than literally anything that we have ever seen.
Yeah, and our body's going to be perfect because, you know, once the the new covenant is fully fulfilled, we're going to have the new bodies and we're going to be incapable of going off. All right, so we're going to be perfect beings, man. All right. Now, right now, you know, we're in the flesh. You know, we're subject to sin. All right. But once we get the new bodies, all right, you know, it's going to be a change. That's why, you know, when the elect gets breathed up into them chariots, man, you know, they're going to have them new bodies, man. All right.
Yeah, there's no way, you know, we can be, because what? The scriptures say how we're going to gather up with Yahushua in the skies. There's no way, you know, we can be around Yahushua with all that power, you know, around the holy angels, you know, basically in that power, man, inside the chariots, you know, we're just a regular body, man. Nah, you know, if we're standing before Yahushua, you know, it's really in his majesty, man, hey, this flesh will completely, you know, wither away, most likely.
Yeah, man. You know, and our bodies is, you know, weak, fragile, you know, we get sick, you know, cold, hot, all right, you know, but it's gonna completely change, man. All right, once we get them new celestial bodies.
It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 41, there is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars. For one star differeth from another star in glory. So is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption. It is raised in incorruption.
That's there right there tells you that the resurrection that we call refers right there is referring to us receiving new bodies. Not referring to a man that was raised from the dead. Like he died in 2022 and he resurrected 2 years later. We're talking about us receiving new bodies. The same thing, you look at the words, it means no death. Remember the word
that's 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 43, it is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there's a spiritual body. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
Yeah. Hey, that's how you know that, you know, Adam was really Yahweh Shai, the reincarnation, man. Because right now, you know, Yahweh Shai, he already got that type of body, you know, sitting on the, you know, right hand of the Most High Yahweh, man. God, yeah.
So he was flesh and perfect. Now, we're going to be just like Yahweh Shai, but we're going to be higher than the body of God.
Yeah.
Like how he is now, he's a spirit. He's on the right hand of the Father. So we're going to be just like Yahweh Shai, but we're going to have a body higher than Yahweh Shai had while he was on earth.
Yeah.
It's a scripture where it says, twinkle in the eye, last trump, I don't know if you're passing them out. Maybe you read it, but I forget exactly what it says.
It's getting there.
Coming up
Yeah. Yeah, also says how Yahweh Shai is made a little bit lower than the angels, you know, while he was in the flesh.
Because Yahweh Shai, he already had spiritual power. He was already performing miracles, man. You know, things you know people seen those like you know marveled at, you know. But now you know of course you know that them type of powers is you know amplified, man. You know, on a different level.
Yahweh Shai transfigured himself. He took Peter, James, and John, I believe, to a mountain. And that's he showed his full power. So that's what we're going to look like. We're going to look like Yahweh Shai transfigured himself. And then he showed the disciples his glory. Full power of the state. Statue of the Edomite version of David, the little penis, butt naked. That's not the glory. That's not the transfiguration. That's an abomination.
Yeah, it says, 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 47, the first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is the Lord from heaven. As is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy, and as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthly, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly.
Perfection. And that just proves that Adam was Yahweh Shai. Adam was the Lord. Adam failed, the Yahweh Shai, he succeeded unto death, then he was resurrected.
Yeah, you know, you got some guys trying to say, oh, Apostle Paul, that's just his opinion, you know, his writings. You know, but when they come across scriptures like this, you know, then they're not complaining, right?
Yeah. You know, they want to pick and choose, you know, which of Paul's teachings they want to go by. All right, but Paul, you know, he was a man of the Lord, and the Lord put the spirit on Paul, you know, to put with those teachers, man, to say them certain things, man.
Yeah, it even says how basically what Paul was saying is literally the commandments of the Lord.
Yeah.
Certified miracles.
Yeah, and also literally Yahweh Shai came to Apostle Paul, man, and knocked him off his horse. So that in itself, hey, literally Yahweh Shai came to him, you know, and you know, literally eye to eye. So, you know, that's how you know Apostle Paul was a special man the Lord was dealing with him.
Because the other disciples were taught by the Lord while he was in the world. They were taught by the Lord too. They were taught by the Lord too.
So it says, 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 50, now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery, we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
glorified metamorphosis. Incorruptible and change.
Yep, so incorruption is aphtharsia, which means perpetuity, purity, sincerity, and corrupt. And then also says immortality.
There you go. So our bodies is going to be immortal bodies, all right? You know, incapable of dying. Right?
Yeah, you know, and when Esau, you know, basically bring out these movies, you know, trying to show like, you know, basically someone passes away, and then, you know, they go to heaven. You know, Esau's always showing that person in the same body. You know, he's always showing that person, you know, in that same body, you know, basically like as if his flesh didn't change. Nah, man, once you go to the spiritual world, you're again, you know, you become a spirit. You know, you don't take this flesh with you. Same thing, which the kingdom of heaven will be on earth. The Lord is going to give us some new bodies. And, you know, the flesh you see us in right now, and, you know, we're going to look different. We're going to be perfect. You know, we're going to be a lot taller. We're going to be a lot stronger. And, you know, just as the other was saying, we're going to be glowing. So getting the word for changed in the Greek is alasso, which means to exchange one thing for another, to transform.
And you know, when you transform, you know, you're gonna get to the next level. Right? You're not gonna be the same body. You're not gonna be the same flesh or blood. No, you're gonna be at the next level. You go up. All right, immortal. All right, heavenly bodies. All right.
It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 51, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
Yeah, we're gonna be changed, and when we be changed, man, it's gonna happen in a snap of a finger, like in an instant. All right, no, we're gonna instantly be perfect, man. All right.
There's a scene from Thor. I used to use it in intro or outro when they win the battle, and the storm comes, the whirlwind, and they Thor and the other warriors, they basically they teleport up back into Asgard, and you can see the body breaking up into different particles and shooting through space. You know, that's how we're gonna go up. We're gonna just teleport up, just like Thor did in that movie. Thor. I think it was Thor, the first one, or the second one. I think it was the first one. Right? But the storm came, the whirlwind came, and took Thor and the rest of those really supposed to be the visual. They get it from the Bible. Dragon Ball Z, they get it from the Bible. Dragon Ball Z, the energy, the glowing and all that, going to different levels. You know, that's from the scriptures. Yeah. So that's how we go up. It's like how it's happening.
Yeah. Except, you know, when we transform, you know, our hair is going to, you know, be leprous and have blue eyes, you know. You know, we're gonna be being like Israelites, you know. Certain, you know, brothers, they may be lighter skin, you know, they're gonna get more melanin, you know. That's how it's gonna be. All right. You know, these different type of you know, animes and things like that, they have their own interpretation of transforming. Alright, but then, you know, the elect, you know, we're gonna have our way of transforming, you know. As soon as we hit the chariots. Alright?
Yeah, which is gonna be the best way. You know, it's gonna be the best way you can see it. It says 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 53, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible Greek word is athanasia, which means undying, everlasting.
Yeah, that's
Thanos means death, E means God. Alpha, A, the first word means no death.
yeah, and that's what Esau be trying to do. You know, you got these certain elites, you know, live until they like 90, 100 years old. You know, they may know how to prolong, you know, their lives through the left hand side, but they can't be a
That's food too.
Yeah.
Nutrition.
Yep.
Nutrition, minerals.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got the left hand side of power. You have certain rich people that aren't of the elite that eat the best foods every single day. That live until they're 85, 95, 100 years old. Because of nutrition.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's curse against us. Will died earlier in our lips, and that's because of the sword, they're able to get better resources, better knowledge from when they were young. So when they grow up older, they still continue good habits. We can only continue with bad habits. That is short. That's when I come back to the knowledge, we have to start to understand good habits. We have to keep good habits. So we're saying that in life. Things good. So this is definitely going to the Lord. Our life is dedicated to serving the Lord first.
Yeah. And us being in captivity, you know, obviously we're not gonna have that access. You know, we're gonna eat, you know, the foul food. You know, we're gonna eat the best of the worst. You know, they got the best of the best.
So we can only eat at a certain time.
Yep.
They can eat at 24/7.
Yeah.
Jesus, what we call the top. We live in the top. South America, acai. They can eat acai juice and fruit and everything a day, 3 times a day. They can spend 15 miles on one drink every single day, 3 times a day, for the rest of their life. Get the full benefits of acai juice. Every single day. You don't do it once a day, 3 times a week, maybe, because the juice is so expensive. Then they try to fucking add sugar that we got. They'll get it and there's no sugar on it.
Yeah.
They can continually eat. They got the fat and the blood. This is listen. Genesis 27.
Yeah, I remember I was watching Apostle Gabar video. I believe he mentioned, you know, cancers like the sugar disease or some of that nature. Yeah. No, that's where it comes from. These you know, that excess of sugar, man.
Sugar added. Yeah, look on the package. Make sure it's not sugar added. I thought I got some acai drink. I'm thinking it was all good. That's my favorite drink. I saw 15%, 20% sugar added. Yeah, that's how I find the same acai juice. They didn't have it. Everything had sugar added.
Yeah, and you know, I was watching the.
And that's to get you addicted too.
Yeah.
They don't have to put the biggest thing in the sugar. The turns are sweet. If the fruit is not bigger than themselves, they do that to get you addicted. To make your brain copy to the same pattern, the same enjoyment, keep you in the same thought and action behavior. The same behavior pattern. Most people get on the same spending habits. Christmas, that's manufactured. The sales, marketing, Santa Claus is manufactured. There's no fucking such thing as Santa Claus. Like 200 years ago. That's totally manufactured.
Yeah. That's it. Esau knows, you know, the best chemicals to make it taste good, to make you addicted. Alright? You know, like certain caffeinated drinks, you know, people get addicted to energy drinks, man. Because it got all that caffeine.
You're supposed to drink caffeine in certain proportion.
Yep.
You're not supposed to abuse it, but people get hooked on it.
Yeah. You got like these certain Monster energy drinks, you know, 3 times caffeine, 4 times caffeine, you know, all this different.
B6, 2,000%, whatever the percentage is.
Yeah.
That's way too. You know, B vitamins are supposed to do it like it's a pump. Bunch of B's.
Yeah, and also I was watching the Dallas camp last night. You know, basically they were going into, man, hey, we're basically in prison. You know what? Keep in mind, you have thousands, you have hundreds, man, of species of fish that's in the ocean. You got a lot of food that we can actually eat, such as venison, bison. You know, you got all these meats that we can eat, but we're only limited to what? Beef, you know, chicken, and that's basically it. And
4 kinds of fish, which is fins and scales.
yeah, you know, salmon and tilapia, and that's all we know.
Bass, bass.
Meanwhile, you know, Esau, he can go literally anywhere around the earth, man. He can fish, he can get anything, he can get all these things that we never seen
Yeah, that's why
before.
you go to overseas, like South America, India, it's a whole different selection of spices and fish. You know, they naturally live, they're fresh. You know, everything's out on the ocean.
Yeah, you know, and also many fruits, man. There's many fruits that we can eat. And, you know, we're only limited to what? Apples and bananas. And it's fruit that, you know.
Dragon fruit, I see that every now and again. I saw that. I'm not eating it. It's just not eating dragon fruit.
Oh, yeah. Nah, dragon fruit, yeah, it's good. But, man, it's so much more fruits, man, that, you know, basically they're exotic. That Esau chooses not, you know,
yeah,
basically.
they're exotic to us.
Yeah, to us,
Yeah. Even you know, getting the herbs, you know, you got to go to certain places. You know, you got to look online. You know, do extensive research.
Then we got to trust that they get adulterated, mix it, all that stuff.
Yeah.
They teach the program.
Yeah.
We're in a fucked up situation.
And it's not, you know, it's not like most of us, you know, have land where we can cultivate our own, you know, fruits and vegetables and herbs and things like that. All right. You know, because you know, most of our people, they don't got no land, man. You know.
Yeah, you know. Anyway, Esau designs a society where it's very hard to have land. You know, you can't, because well, you know, Esau has a land tax. You know, land is really expensive. It's expensive as hell to buy land. But well, you know, Esau designs it where it's hard for you, you know, to grow your own stuff. He wants you to rely upon him.
Social engineering.
Yeah.
Clothes you wear, the computer, person with the PC, how it's structured, the shape, and all that. It's all social engineering by the corporations. Sitting plan, all engineered that. And we're in the construct. So you get that knowledge, we say we're in the matrix. We're literally in the matrix. The simulation, I'm trying to say, is controlled by the elite. He designed everything in this simulation. The only way we can get out of it is we have to destroy the programs. And that's the elite. Get the new bodies. The bodies are corrupt.
Yeah, you know, certain way how cars are, you know, look and stuff.
Right hand side, left hand. Right hand side will be still on the left hand side. That's all it's designed. We ain't get a choice anymore. Everything before, we didn't get a choice anymore.
Even
the technology.
The school system, like you had, like I believe it was the Rockefellers who put extensive, or they made extensive investments to change the school system to how they wanted it to go, you know, to make it so.
We are models from Prussia. So the American model is after Prussian model.
And they did that.
Model of schooling.
In a way to keep them on top and keep the people below. You know, what are we learning to go to school to get a degree, work an office job, you know?
They don't teach us about how money works.
Yeah.
The financial system, they don't teach us about the construct. That's what the whole movie Matrix is about. It's about us living in a construct. Living in a system that was designed by the elite to keep us as slaves. As a scene when Lawrence Fishburne showed Neo, the battery, he's going to turn every human into this, to a damn battery. Meaning the work control the cell. You will see battery live in cells. The cells power the system.
Yeah. It says the dark origins of education, Prussian nationalism, and labor conditioning, TLDR. The modern education system was created to condition children to be obedient and accept mediocrity in order to solve the labor problem. With its origins in Prussian nationalism and later standardized and controlled by the Carnegie Foundation.
Which is
Yeah,
German.
Carnegie.
Look at Prussian, that's German.
Andrew
King of
Carnegie,
Germany.
yeah.
Right?
It was-
so,
yeah, he-
so Esau get all his shit from fucking Germany, right?
Yeah.
All the scientists, rocket technology, jet technology, probably the medical too. The medical technology, yeah, medical from Germany. And then he got a nerve to go to war and bomb Germany back to the Stone Age. That's German, right? Prussia.
Yeah, Prussia, a former kingdom of Germany, originally a small country on the southeastern shores of the Baltic Sea. It became a major European power, covering much of modern northeastern Germany and Poland under Frederick the Great. It says after the Franco-Prussian War of 1870 through 71, it became the center of Bismarck's new German Empire, but was abolished following Germany's defeat in World War I.
Yeah, so we get our system of learning from Satan's Esau, so you can be slaves. You can be a worker, working in a factory, working in a worker. And if they don't do it, what they're doing now is they're bringing the Northern Kingdom over here. They're working them damn well. Different boxes. Picking off from skids. Building skids up, mounting them up, and sitting them to the ground, they'll make them straight. They're going to come on more for a better life. Let's get They're going to escape poverty, but then they're going to get chipped. They don't get microchipped. So when the Roman came coming, they were part of the 2/3. Either part of 2/3 or the 1/3. So 2/3 is the majority of Israelites in America. 1/3 is the minority that's going to be in America. So they not in their own country anymore, South America, Central America. They're most of them are part of the 2/3.
Yeah, and that's what Esau did as well. Like, when he abolished, the chattel slavery, it wasn't because, Abraham Lincoln was looking towards the best interests of the Israelites.
That was an economic war.
Yeah, it was a more profitable way to be a servant, or a slave,
He depopulated took their workforce. Took the workforce from the south and brought the workforce up north.
Yeah.
And then they came up north and they were still segregated.
Yeah.
So, we weren't free.
You got Jake who truly believed that, Jake is idiots, man.
Yeah, they came from the south. The ones that were down there, they were all the Israelites up here in slavery, up north, in Philadelphia, in Delaware, in New York, and all those states had Israelite slaves. They came up, and then when they abolished slavery, they were still, when they were stealing slaves from the south before the war, the Underground Railroad. When they went to the north, they were still either getting put in slavery or they were second classes. They were still marginalized. Slavery was still legal during the time. It was still legal, allowed during the time the so-called Underground Railroad. True freedom is being able to worship God and have your own land. We're not free. We're not free.
Yeah. Real quick, I got Jeremiah 17:4. It says, "And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire of mine anger, which shall burn forever." Yeah, because since we went off from serving the Lord Yahweh Simeon-affliction, we became disobedient unto him, and we started serving false idols, started following after other philosophies, the Lord delivered us onto our enemies and the Lord punished us. So currently, now we're in captivity. It's because we're not from Yahweh Bashim Yashad. Of course, now we're in that time where, we're repenting, that time of repentance, and the elect of the nation of Israel are turning back unto the Lord. And as a result, the Lord's speeding up the prophecies, for his return. And it's a little bit more in the article too.
Yeah, because you got Jake too, who believed that Esau gave them a couple $1,000s as recompense for all the years of slavery he's given us, which the true recompense is going to be when his ass is in slavery, man. All right, and we ruling, and we got our own land. All right, and Esau is going to be building up our own kingdom. That's the true recompense, man. All right, not a couple $1,000s that Jake is going to spend in 1 week, man.
Yeah, so we can continue to live in slavery. True recompense will be freedom.
Money Esau is going to give you, just so you could give it right back to Esau.
So it says in the article, key insights. The prospect of free education was used to trick American parents to relinquishing their children to the state for 8 to 12 years of their most formative years, allowing the government to decide what they learned and how they see the world. The Prussian education system aimed to destroy free will in children so that they will be incapable of thinking or acting otherwise, making them easier to control in the future. Congress made it illegal for Native American kids to be taught in their native languages. Instead sending them to faraway boarding schools to kill the Indian man, or to kill the Indian to save the man.
Yeah, that's why you got, too. That's why you got certain Native Americans who, changed their appearance to look like, the so-called white man, start dressing like them, certain things, and pretty much to have them subservient. And that's also why, during slavery, we wasn't allowed to read the scriptures neither. All right, because Esau, he couldn't allow us to get any type of knowledge. The only thing we knew how to do is be a slave, and that's it.
Yeah, and if he did give us, the scriptures, he gave us a heavily modified version, which is called the Slave Bible. Yeah. The scripture that we just read, Ephesians 6 and 5.
5 or 6,
yeah. Yeah, he's probably using that. I mean, he most likely was using that. Basically be obedient to your masters. Completely taking everything out of context, so that basically you'll be better slaves on them. That's how. So obviously, but Esau, he's a deceiver. So that's what he did by giving us a slave Bible. He deceived us, even further. So it says the true purpose of education was to create submissive workers who were educated to the standards of the elite, as evidenced by the creation of the General Education Board by Frederick T. Gates.
Pure hate. Remember, slavery was pure hate. That wasn't just forced slavery. That was pure hate. When you say a person can't even read and write and make them ignorant, that goes beyond just subjugating a person, Not teaching them about their heritage, where they came from, their language, and subjugating them into forced labor. That's pure hate. All right? And that's what Esau, the so-called white man, tried to run away from. That when our ancestors went into slavery, that it wasn't just slavery about forced labor. It was slavery and forced labor with hate, with extreme hate. Right? There was no reason not to teach us about our heritage, unless it was pure. You were attacking our ancestors out of pure hate. There has never been a time in history where one people have enslaved another people and allowed them not to get an education, to be completely ignorant, not even know how to read, write, not know about like different sciences and maths, their heritage. We were completely destroyed, and that's how we know we're under the curses. All the other slavery that you'll research, you'll see that they still knew who their ancestors were. They still had their language, or they can still articulate themselves. But our slavery was unique in the fashion that Esau allowed us to be ignorant. He didn't teach us basic English, math, reading. You know, that's out of pure hate. All right, pure hate.
Yeah. Also, what Esau deemed us to be 3/5 of a man, which is completely false, man. The scriptures say how Esau, he's the basis of all men. But hey, going into Elder's point, you know, that's Esau's extreme perpetual hatred that he has against our people. So it says, going back to the article, our modern education system was designed to pump out mindless, standardized slaves, not philosophers, authors, artists, or musicians.
I'll read the last part again.
And it says, our modern education system was designed to pump out mindless, standardized slaves, not philosophers, authors, artists, or musicians.
That's right. I don't know who the fuck heard of he is. Crazy going on. Wow. Get Jeremiah 25.
Go.
Not Jeremiah 20. It's Jeremiah 15. So dump to the sword,
Jeremiah 15:1, it says, Then said the Lord Yahweh unto me, Though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they shall say unto thee, Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, Thus said the Lord Yahweh, such as are for the death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, such as are for the famine to the famine, such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Right. Yeah, because we weren't allowed to read and write. So Esau's captivity was so devastating upon us that we couldn't even read and write. You know? People that we couldn't even understand. You know, normally what would happen, if they took slaves from another country, you know, you would learn their writing system, you would learn their ways, their culture, their mathematics, etc. Esau forbid it. It was illegal for us to learn English, Spanish, the ones of us that came from West Africa anyway. So the first slaves were actually taken from Spain. So they spoke Spanish. And Hebrew probably. But they were Israelites. Right? So that was hatred. Right? And that's what Esau tried to run from. It wasn't just a damn plantation. It was forced labor out of pure hatred. And that's the curse they were under. Right? Until in Deuteronomy 28 says that until we are destroyed. Right? So not knowing your heritage, not knowing how to read and write, that's how you just totally destroy a man. Take our land, our God, and our normal being able to articulate ourselves well. You took that from us. Right? And that's done out of pure hatred. You would only do that to somebody you purely hate. Make it illegal. Look up reading and writing being illegal in American slavery, chattel slavery. Right? And get Deuteronomy 28. Matter of fact, go back to Jeremiah 15 and continue where you left off. Jeremiah 15. What is that? Second verse, the third verse?
Yeah, so read it right now.
Yeah.
It says, acts against the education of slaves, South Carolina, 1740, and Virginia, 1819. Skipping down, it says, document description, fearing that black literacy would prove a threat to the slave system, which relied on slaves' dependence on masters. Whites in many colonies instituted laws forbidding slaves to learn to read or write, making it a crime for others to teach them.
So it's against the law. Right? That's out of pure hate. Right? Pure hate. Go ahead. One more.
Yep, it says whereas, or it's an excerpt from South Carolina Act of 1740, whereas the having slaves taught to write or suffering them to be employed in writing whereas the having of slaves taught to write or suffering them to be employed in writing may be attended with great inconveniences, be it enacted that all and every person and persons whatsoever who shall hereafter teach or cause any slave or slaves to be taught to write, or shall use or employ any slave as a scribe in any manner of writing whatsoever, hereafter taught to write, every such person or persons shall, for every such offense, forfeit the sum of £100 current money.
Wow. They were still on the, I guess, British system. Or gold, silver. No? Yeah, so you were basically fine. So to enter up in the slave system. Alright? So Esau feared Jacob. Esau was in great fear. That's why when he said, well, give me a revelation, great fear fell upon them when they stood up. Yeah, because if we can read and write, that's us stand up. That's part of us standing up on our feet, being able to comprehend. After 3 days and a half, the Spirit of the Lord entered into them.
Revelation 11:11, and after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Yeah, 350 years.
Yeah, then speaking about us. The ones who have, of course, turned back onto this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. They're Esau seeing us. Well, you know, we come back onto this word. You know, we always brought it out. Basically how, you know, that one Edomite, you know, pulled up in a limousine to the apostles, I believe. Well, you know, basically he's saying, you know, he's looking at the tribe chart. He's looking at the signs saying, you know, questioning how, you know, they've been basically found that again because Esau spent millions to hide this information from us.
We started with taking our heritage and making sure we couldn't read and write. All right. So Esau knew as we started to gain more knowledge, we were going to figure out who we were. So Esau was suppress that, suppress those memories, suppress our skill from the very beginning. Right? So now that we can read and write, we can comprehend. All right, we have access to different tools and research. Now, great fear fell upon him, upon the devil, Esau, because we know who we are now. We know we're the biblical Israelites spoken about in the scriptures. All right, we're the prophets coming back, prophesying the destruction of Babylon. And the destruction of Esau, Edom, right? And the tribes of Israel, the tribes of heaven, coming back into power to take over the earth with superhuman power, not with carnal power, with superhuman power.
Yeah, like Brightburn, but even greater. It says, Revelation 11:12. Yeah, so, and after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
He read about interrupting the slave system if we were to read and write. Yeah, we can read, write Hebrew now too. All right, Greek, Latin, which we actually write in Latin. We use Latin letters to write English. Technically. All right, when we look up Old English, it look crazy. It look it's a lot too. English comes from the Latin, but we were actually writing Latin letters. The characters that we write are Latin letters. All right, but we use Latin letters to write English. All right. Now we got we got our intelligence back. Intelligence when you go back to choose. Now we know the difference between good and evil. All right. We know we can pick and understand. All right. And we do that by the spirit of Yahweh Shah.
What's your back?
You got more? Or?
Yeah, it's a little bit more in this excerpt. So it says excerpt.
Yeah,
So go on.
Listen, can I take y'all pictures? But I've never seen.
I mean, I'd rather you not. You can go on our YouTube page though.
Because I've never seen this out here. Never. I mean,
Well, we from further up north, Philadelphia area.
let me take pictures.
Yeah, go ahead, sure. Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
It says excerpt from Virginia Revised Code of 1819. The all meetings and assemblages of slaves or free Negroes or mulattoes mixing or and associating with such.
Put our YouTube page. We put our YouTube page in there. Put Plaintables. Yeah. The GMS Plaintables. Yeah. Our Philadelphia page.
So it says the all meeting and assemblages of slaves or free Negroes or mulattoes mixing and associating with such slaves at any meeting house or houses in the night or at any school or schools for teaching them reading or writing either in the day or night under whatsoever pretext shall be deemed and considered an unlawful assembly. And any justice of in any justice of a county wherein such assemblage shall be, either from his own knowledge or the information of others of such unlawful assemblage, may issue a warrant or may issue his warrant directed to any sworn officer.
That's pure hate. That's pure hate.
Yeah.
Okay? You can make people slaves, but keeping them ignorant of the system, the news, international affairs, like that's pure hate. You know? That's true the definite meaning of destruction, destroy. It keeps someone totally ignorant of the writing system, comprehending words, the meaning of words, and they're totally relying on you for interpretation of speech. That's demonic evil. So Esau, you had a lot to pay for, man. You had a lot to pay for. All right? And you trying to tell me the so-called white man is not the devil?
Yeah.
That's Satan. That's Satan incarnate.
Yeah, you know, really, so I was about to say, you know, and really it shows how weak Esau is, man. You know, when we had Esau in slavery, you know, we didn't make Esau illiterate. You know, they weren't completely illiterate. They obviously had some, you know, they obviously had some knowledge. Or, you know, we didn't make them completely illiterate is a point. Esau, when he had us in slavery, he made us completely illiterate, you know, to the point we can't speak. You know, we didn't know what was going on. We were just basically just zombies. That's how he wanted us.
Yeah, zombies, yeah. Exactly. Ignorant, stupid slaves to keep you weak. Right? To keep us weak. And that's what Esau is doing with the system, with the modern education system. This is why most people just want to work a regular job because their mind thinks with just safety and security, continuing the same pattern that Esau set up. So they're stuck on that pattern until they die. Only a few break that pattern and go to a different pattern. They might, you know, start their own business, do their own thing, have their own side hustles. You know, have the entrepreneurial spirit, the spirit to research, look up words. You know, very few people break the pattern that Esau set up, that Prussian system, that slave system. Right?
Yeah, even what you got the famous quote from Rockefeller. You said, "I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers."
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
That just shows you the true nature of these Edomites, man.
The big ass pyramid scheme, you know? You got Esau at the top, and you got the workers on the bottom holding the pyramid up.
Yeah. Even with his own people, even though he holds his people higher up than of course the Israelites, but that's how selfish Esau is. He'll put his own people like that as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they all are like that. You know, it's in their nature to be like that. All right. No matter how at peace, you know, you are with an Edomite, you know, they'll always have that hatred, you know, for you because you're an Israelite, man. You know. And Esau, you know, he tries to be, you know, good at hiding it. You know, he's good at hiding his hand, you know.
Like a serpent. You know, Esau real good at suppressing his thoughts, you know, playing a role, being an actor. That means a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's how we got Gad, you know, and Reuben. All right, you know, he was playing like, you know, he was their friend. You know, then when he got the opportunity, you know, he took their land, you know, and cast them out.
He went to war with Gad. He was just killing Gad by the thousands.
Put him in the Trail of Tears, man.
Hey.
And keep in mind, like even at first, God was winning those wars until, you know, the Lord put in His spirit where Esau came in with that gallon gun, and then it was over.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Esau really hates a lot of the northern kingdom tribes. We hate Judah the most, but he really hates Gad and he really hates Ephraim. He got a special hatred in the heart for those two tribes.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about Gad, they're basically the complete opposite from Esau. You know, Gad's real compassionate. You know, they're warrior-like people. You know, they're straight up, you know, down-to-earth people, man. Esau, he's complete, you know, demon.
He's jealous too. He's jealous of Gad.
Yeah.
They had this land. And they didn't discover it first.
Yeah.
You know? And they had all these riches here. Oh, since Gad wasn't doing nothing with it. So it's exploited. So it was like a hatred. Esau has a heavy hatred for Israelites. They were so blessed, you know?
Yeah, we got
above
that.
them. You know, you got the blessing.
And what did Esau say about Gad? You know, there was savages, they would be civilized.
You get the prophecy on Jeremiah 40, Genesis 49.
When Esau, he the real savage, man. You know, that's all Esau. You know, it was the Native Americans, you know, who had to teach Esau, you know, how to do certain things, how to grow certain things, how to wash and bathe themselves, you know.
No filthy fuckers, man. They don't like taking showers.
Yeah.
And I get, you know, the pilgrims and all that, but you gotta develop this. Well, Gad had to teach them how to develop a system of washing their ass right and planting certain crops, getting the seeds out of certain vegetables so they could plant the crops.
Yeah.
So they won't starve to death. Right? And the first Thanksgiving was to thank the Gad for you know, teaching them and being brothers and being together and all that, you know. But eventually, what happened was the different colonies, military came together and started removing Gad from off their land and pushing them farther Midwest and then west.
Yep.
You read that prophecy? Sure.
Yep, it says, Genesis 49:19, Gad, a troop shall overcome him. It says a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
And the troop was the different colonies coming together on the East Coast and removing Gad from their land. Right? Because Gad had to be in land that was prime for farming, you know, prime for building roads, you know, and Gad was in the way. So Esau had to get rid of Gad, the tribe of Gad, which are the so-called North American Indians.
Yeah.
Issachar and Reuben, technically. Because Esau made the political division of Rio Grande River. That's a political division that Esau made up. Right? You had different tribes of Issachar on the southwest coast. Right? And that's just what they tell us. They probably was north and east too. But traditionally, they were the southwest area of the so-called of the United States. And west and north, that whole area over there, California, Washington, Texas, Nevada, New Mexico. All right, that was Issachar land. Those are so-called Mexicans. They were one of the tribes of Israel. All right, it says that Issachar is between two burdens. Oh, you want to read something that and then get Issachar?
God, I want to get the word for truth. So I'll read it again. It says, Genesis 49:19, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. And getting that word for troop, it's a Hebrew word, gadawad, which means a band, marauding band. And when you get that word for marauding, it means going about in search of things to steal or people to attack.
Troop. Yeah, we got marauders. Yeah, marauders. So you saw there were a troop of marauders going out stealing, murdering, capturing.
Jeremiah 15:2, and say, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death.
Thus are to death to death. So if you're not of the elect, you're going to get put to death. The scripture says 12,000 out of Gad, 12,000 out of Issachar. So it's going to be 12,000 Gadite prophets that are going to be risen up. Some of them going to look like Judites. Some of them going to look like Issachar. Some of them going to look like Ephraim. And some of them may look like light-skinned Ephraimites. All right? Because Gad mixed himself amongst the different tribes. All right? And amongst Esau. But
it says, such as are for death.
You read and comprehend.
Such as are for death to death. And such as are for the sword to the sword. And such as are for the famine to the famine. And such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Yeah, so you got to absorb this information so you'll be protected in the day of temptation, the hour of temptation, which is going to be the RFID implant microchip. That's going to be the great temptation. Go ahead. Let me on the
verse 3, and I will appoint them over them 4 kinds, said the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Yep, and that happened on the foundation of America, all right, amongst all the tribes. That prophecy came to pass. All right? That came to pass several times. All right? The Babylonian captivity, which is the Assyrian Babylonian captivity. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 4, and I will cause them to be removed into all kingdoms of the earth because of Manasseh, the son of Hezekiah, king of Judah, for that which he did in Jerusalem. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem, or who shall bemoan thee, or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord, thou art gone backward. Therefore will I stretch out my hand against thee and destroy thee. I am weary with repenting.
Right, get Matthew 6 and 22.
Matthew 6 and 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Right, look up single. I believe it's the same word you read earlier, hooplas. If the eye be single, the whole body is full of light. When it talks about the eye, if the eye is dark, how great is that darkness? Single, and then look up darkness. I'm about to wrap up.
Okay. So for that word single,
So huplas?
in the Greek, yeah, huplas, haplos. It says simple, single, whole, good, fulfilling its office, sound of the eye.
Right, so we wouldn't be able to get to that point unless the Lord helped made us know how to read, write, comprehend, read the Hebrew, read the English, Spanish. We wouldn't have made it to that point unless the Spirit of the Lord entered into us. All right, so the Spirit of the Lord entered into us, and He gave us the ability to comprehend. All right, now look up darkness. Oh, we'll finish reading the scripture, and talk about darkness. How dark is that darkness, and then look up darkness.
Matthew 6:23. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?
Look up darkness.
So that word darkness, skotos,
Yep.
and say darkness of night, darkness of darkened eyesight or blindness, and say of ignorance respecting divine things and human duties.
Yep. Of ignorance respecting divine things. All right. So if you don't have the light, if your mind is not fulfilling its office, you're always going to be ignorant of the salvation, of the administration, how the prophets are, how to preach, what the will of the Lord is. Right? Ignorance of divine things. Warner.
Yep. It says of ignorance respecting divine things and human duties, and the accompanying ungodliness and immorality, together with their consequent misery in hell.
Yeah, meaning destruction. So if your body full of darkness, you're gonna die here in the hellfire. Right? You got your body, your mind got to be full of light, so you can fulfill the will of the Lord. Right? And your mind's not gonna be full of light if you don't know His name. Right? It's prerequisites for receiving the full amount of light. Some people only have a little bit of light. You got to have the full amount of light in order to receive the proper instruction to fulfill the will of the Lord. Right? There's more.
Yeah, say the last one. It say persons in whom darkness becomes visible and holds sway.
Yeah, visible and hold sway. You'll see that in their behavior. It might be brother stop coming to camp. Brother don't know the scriptures. All right, we give you instruction, you don't follow it. All right, that's manifesting darkness.
Yo, this Matthew 6:23. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?
What's the next verse?
Read the next.
Yeah.
Verse 24. It say, no man can serve two masters.
Right.
For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon.
Yeah, which is money. Money. All right. Now look up Mammon, and we'll close it out on that. All right. You gotta make a decision. Either you're gonna be working all the damn time, or you're gonna make time to serve the Lord. All right. You gotta make time to get videos out. You gotta get time to come out to the camp. All right. You gotta adjust your life around the faith. All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was about to say, you know, it's cold out. You know, people just want to come out for a minute or two and, you know, go straight back to the car.
Gotta do more than that. You gotta get involved. He could have took a picture of the sign, could have asked for a web page, see us recording, you know, but
Hey,
they're not thinking. Their mind's polluted with fucking alcohol and fucking drugs and fast food. You know, if you eat fast food, you definitely gotta take a bunch of herbs, and you might end up dropping fucking dead. And they don't even do that.
I mean, yeah, that woman who came by, you know, she had more sense, you know.
Yeah, there you go. She had more sense. Took a picture of the sign, and she hopefully got the city girl's page.
Only thing is she went off though on the Sabbath, but you know, other than that,
Oh, she said happy Sabbath.
she said
yes, she said Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom. So, Greek word for mammon is mamonas, which means treasure, riches, where it is personified and opposed to God, to the Most High.
Yeah, so you gotta make a decision whether you wanna focus on making money and then avoid the truth.
Yeah.
Because when you say the word mammon, it's always in opposition to, as is here in the scriptures, in opposition to serving the Lord. So we can make our money in the world and we can serve the Lord, but we're not going to sell our soul to make money. All right? Which your soul is your flesh.
Yeah.
Your attention. All right?
Yeah. It also says avarice, which means extreme greed for wealth or material gain.
Right. You gotta be a professional in the faith. You know, you gotta have. Remember, we're the leaders of Israel. Right? So you gotta be. You ask us a question. You gotta know how to answer. And then you gotta know questions not to answer. Also, you gotta be wise. Wise is a serpent. Harmless is a dove. Is there more? You wanna bring up? That's it. All right, so we're in another lesson there. We're gonna edify. Shalom.